Alright, we live? Okay, we're live. World Series time.
So let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney, who spoke earlier with some players from both sides about what it means for them.
Hold on. Apparently, so my cousin just picked something up from my house, but apparently he, like, bumped right into my railing. Do it on the way out or the way in? Install. Oh, good. That's funny. Hold on, I gotta say, how do I save this? Shit. Hang on. Oh, you can't make this shit up. That's funny. I need to save the way I wanted it to is the question. Oh, hell yes it did. Alright, let's see. What was I gonna do now?
In the World Series, Heidi.
The shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off.
No unnecessary pulling of Blake Snell here.
Guys, the Rays have made it to the World Series for just the second time in franchise history. What a great run for this franchise that perennially has to deal with the game's Goliaths.
I mean, they say that, but at the same time, they always stress in this game, since 2008,
Now batting, third baseman.
the Rays are like top
Johan
5 in
Camargo.
like a top 5 most winning team in baseball when it comes to just sort of flat like wins. I think something like that. It's like
Camargo is a player
I think it's like
referred
New York,
to
St.
as
Louis.
clutch by teammates,
I don't know who the
coaches,
top 5
and
are,
of
but I
course,
know
media.
Tampa's in it.
He seems to find himself in pressure situations often.
Google it
It's
now,
hard
I'm
to find
curious.
many instances
The
where
center
those moments
fielder, number
have gotten the
13,
best of him.
Ronald.
It just appears he really
MLB
relishes
most
the big
wins
spot.
since 2008.
Acuna digs in. First 2 men.
This starts from the bottom up. I mean, this is back in 2017, so but the Astros were 30th. That's funny. I'm sure since then they've definitely passed a couple of teams. But let's see. This has the Rays as 8th. With 184 wins. Ah, there's got to be an easier way to see this. Can I just like? I'm certainly not going through to do the math for all 30 teams here, but fuck it.
In the inning have both gone down via punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And he struck
An
him
immaculate
out.
inning for Blake Snell here.
Punch out of the ball game, and that
Even
one
though I'm
ends
awfully
the
distracted.
inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations.
Leading off for the Rays, the center
Pitch of the
fielder,
at-bat on its
Kevin
way.
Kiermaier.
Oh, this one has hit a ton
That's
out
not
to
gone.
center. Racing
Warning
back
track.
the center fielder. And he leaps
Oh my
and
God,
makes the
dude,
circus
fucking Acuna
catch.
keeps robbing
My
me. It's
goodness,
insane.
what a
Now
play
batting,
there.
right fielder,
Whenever I play the
Medwell.
Braves, I seem to get
Now,
robbed by
Medwell
Acuna.
Margot.
1 for 2. He grounded out
That wasn't a
first
home
time
run he
up and
robbed, but
followed
still.
that with a base hit. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Oh,
Swung
should've
on
power
and
swung
lifted
that.
in the air to
Fucking
left
high
center.
sinker. That
Acuna
ball should
giving
be crushed.
chase.
Any good hitter, a guy with
He
88
tracks
contact,
it
70
down
power,
and makes the play
would
to
hit that
record
over the wall
second out.
in real life.
Third
Again,
baseman
I would take
number
you back to
2,
2013 World
Yandy
Series.
Yandy.
It's been an
Johnny
0
Gomes
for
comes
2
in, hits
Diaz.
a 3-run shot off a Cardinals
the
pitcher.
ground to
It was
third.
in one of the games in St. Louis.
Throw
Joe Buck's
in
broadcast
time,
partner,
and the
who
side
for
is
the life of
retired.
me I cannot remember his
We'll
name
see.
right now, says, well, we talked
New
about it
inning set to
earlier.
get underway, and
leading off,
standing
You know,
in the
catchers,
powerful
there's an old
right
saying in
fielder,
baseball,
Nick
catchers
Martinez.
don't catch high
In there,
sinkers.
strike one.
Hitters hit them, and they hit them far.
On a big swing there from
But in this
Marquez, he
game,
didn't get
because
it to
it's a
make it
sinker,
strike two.
and for that matter, he probably
this
doesn't throw a
guy's
sinker,
really
he probably
pitched
throws
well
a
so
two-seamer,
far.
but they
Attacked
decided
the
this year,
strike
we're going
zone,
to give a lot more
and he's
people sinkers
really
because they're
kept these
two-seamers.
hitters off balance.
And he rings up another one.
And because of the mechanics of the sinker in this game,
for him in the game.
high sinker equals just a routine flyout almost every
The
time, or
batter.
pop out.
The first
Routine
base
flyout if
Now
you're
the
lucky.
pitch.
Freddie
Chopper to short. Adames scoops it up on to first, and there were 2 down.
the left fielder, number
Here's
20.
Marcell Ozuna. He's
Marcell
working on a 1 for 2
Ozuna.
game so far. Swing and a miss, 0
I
and
just
1.
took my allergy pill too, so I need that shit to kick in. I don't know how well it'll
Swing
kick
and
in
a
to
miss
next to my
quickly in
Christmas
the
tree.
hole, 0 and 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
10 Ks,
Will
please. Snell,
strike
6
him
shutout.
out. 10 now in the ready to go for the last half
And
of the
leading
inning.
off
And
for
at
the
the plate
Rays,
will be the speedy
the
outfielder,
left fielder,
Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
No balls and 1 strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
3, 4, 5, dumbass.
Oh, and this ball is
That's what you get for
absolutely
fucking
blasted.
ignoring Randy
high
there.
and
Fuck your
deep.
sinker.
And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball. Solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right
Number
here
8.
is not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Brandon Lau. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Acuna is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for
Now
the first
batting,
out.
the designated hitter, Austin
At the plate, Austin Meadows
Meadows.
comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ripped
Damn
on
it.
the ground to first. Oh, look at
Soroka
the
needs to go.
sliding stop
His sinker, it's everything he
in
fucking
time.
throws.
The batter, number 1.
Now to the plate.
The one time,
Thomas.
like, that's the thing.
It
Normally
was
on beginner, this game, yes,
Thomas.
if his
Last
X
trip.
pitch there is a sinker. Normally
Ready
on
with the
beginner,
first
they
pitch. Here it
prioritize that
comes.
pitch and that pitch only.
A bouncer up the middle.
But normally in March to October this year on
Throw
beginner,
here gets him, and the
you
side is
you play on
retired.
beginner and you still get a wide variety of pitches all over the zone. I mean, it's
So
in the
up
zone
steps
every time, but
Ozzie
it's all
Albies.
over the zone.
Leading
In
off
Previous
beginner,
history
it's
with
just
Blake
almost
Snell.
always
He's
center
He's a
cut.
333
One
hitter.
strike.
It's not
0-1 the count.
if it's not right in this neighborhood, it's usually in this neighborhood. It's usually directly on the y-axis of that neighborhood. It's not here. I mean, sometimes it'll be like here, like it'll be a little bit over, or a little bit inside, but like it's in that middle box for the most part.
Now the pitch.
That's how beginner normally works.
Called for strike
Beginner in
two.
March to October. This year,
This is one
it's
of the
a
things
wide
that
variety.
makes
You
him
can
so
get a
effective
curveball
as
over
a
here
pitcher.
still.
Able to pound
You know,
his
it's
own
just
all
easier to
different
hit.
options.
But now, except for sinkers.
Struck him out.
Sinkers are like the end-all
And
be-all
there's
fuck
strikeout
you
number
mechanic in this
11
game.
in the ballgame.
And for some reason
Now
now,
at the
in this
plate, Adam
one
Duvall.
instance,
Now
He started
Mike
out the
Soroka
evening
is
0
throwing
for 2 so
exclusively
far.
Adam.
fucking
And
sinkers,
this pitch
ball.
is
and they're
taken on the
hitting
inner
his
half of
spots
strike
high in
one.
the zone, and you just
You
pop
have to
them out.
understand as the hitter right here, the pitcher on the mound wants a
ball.
quick
He's
inning.
That's what I mean about this
Anything
game.
over the
It's
heart
just
of the plate,
full of
probably
bullshit more
gonna
than
pull
any
the trigger.
any other
He's just
series.
rolling right now. And even
Like that's the
dozens
thing.
strikeouts
I
for
could
him
have
in the ballgame.
swore I could be making this up.
Up
I'll be
next for
completely honest. I
Atlanta.
could be
First
making
pitch
this
of
up.
the
The
at-bat.
I do not remember for sure. I
Right.
cannot find it.
Darn.
But I could have swore I saw once a while back. It wasn't this
2
year.
out, nobody on.
It might have. I don't. If it was this year, I don't think it was about this year's.
Swing and a miss.
Oh,
and he's
it
in
is.
At some
control,
point in the
0-2.
last few years,
So far, this has been a terrific
I've seen
outing
something.
of this guy throwing well,
like a
keeping his
study
pitches
was
to a
done that
minimum,
proves that
locating
this
his
game,
fastball to both
while
sides
it's
of the plate,
very
good
friendly
command
in
of the
terms of
off-speed
like
pitches, very little traffic on the
microtransactions
bases so
and
far.
your like
He
fantasy
couldn't have
team
drawn
or
up to
Diamond
be any
Dynasty
better
as
than he
compared
has
to
been
like
so far.
whatever
in this
2K's version is or
Margot
Madden
is
Ultimate
there,
Team
and
or
he'll
whatever.
make the catch
Ladies
to
and gentlemen,
retire.
SDS and MLB The Show blow the competition away in that regard.
Chima and Troy,
Really,
the
in
next
graphics
hit.
for that
leading
matter,
off
they
Trying
for
blow
to
the
get
the
Rays.
something
competition
started
away
in the
as well.
home
first
half of the
baseman.
7th.
It's not all
G-Man
good. Like
George.
for example, NBA definitely blows
High
away
in
the
the air
competition
out
when
to
it
center
comes to
field.
commentary.
Acuna
in the
giving
games. 2K
chase.
has superior commentary at MLB and Madden.
He gets to it and makes the catch.
But with all
for
that
the
being said,
first
the study
down.
was showing that when it comes to
Now
straight up
batting,
just playing the
catcher.
game, especially
Digging
against
in
the
once
computer,
again, Mike Cimino.
this game
No,
Was the tired
no.
field
compared to
ground
others
ball last time up.
has the most bullshit, like has the most try to fuck over the user
Ready to deliver. Here's the
programming
first
as
pitch.
possible.
And
Forced
it's fouled
slumps
away.
in franchise, road to the show, March to October, everything. Forced slumps. I get people like a realistic game, but
Lifted in the air
there
to
are
center.
plenty of people who play road to
Acuna's
the
there
show
for
or
it.
franchise, or in my case, March to October, I'm
Makes the
beginner
play,
for
and there are
stat
2 gone
padding
now.
or to get a team affinity points this year now, or whatever it may be.
Now batting. The
And
center
you just
Ready
wanna
fielder.
now,
run it up.
Kevin
Kevin.
Kiermaier
If I'm playing on
comes
beginner
in
and I got
0
Mike
for
Trout,
2 thus
Kiermaier.
I
far.
should be hitting a home run damn near every single at bat.
He pulls this one high and deep to
His
right
average,
center field.
it should literally
Acuna
be like
going back.
playing a road to the show with a maxed out.
On the warning
Why the fuck
track,
is
he
Acuna
makes
doing
the
that?
catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back.
That's how the game is, though.
Leading off.
Isn't or did he run really slow into the wall?
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Yeah, the animation slows down.
Your
Jose
attention,
Alvarado
please.
has been summoned
Now
from the
pitching
bullpen
for
as
the
he'll
Rays.
do so to start the 8th.
Number
Blake Snell was in the
46.
yellow.
Pitch fastball
Post
in
play.
there for a called
way.
strike.
Alvarado.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a
Now
baseball right
batting.
there.
The
No
third
doubt he
baseman.
was completely fooled
Johan
because that was a
Camargo.
curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him
Now
on the
batting,
mound since he's come
the
out of the
center
pen to
fielder,
start this inning.
Ronald
That's back-to-back
Acuna
Ks, and
Jr.
he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Okay.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Go after the first pitch
Oh, how are
and bounce it
postseason
into
numbers? I'm
foul
actually curious.
territory.
Pretty middle of the pack.
0-1, here's the pitch. Strike three ball as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired.
Good inning there.
Your
Kieran
attention,
O'Day
please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the
pitching
bullpen in the
for
bottom
Atlanta.
half of the eighth.
Number 56.
I guarantee you, even though it's his
Gary.
triangle
And that'll
pitch,
bring
he's
up
gonna
Manuel
prioritize
Margot.
sinker.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, high drive, left field
Nope.
and deep. Back
Yep.
goes Ozuna.
Manuel Margot
Gone!
continuing to have a very good
And the
postseason.
home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the eighth. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the
Third
game
baseman,
is
number
Don't forget, we
two.
embarrassed the
overcome,
Astros.
Yandy.
especially on the road. 3
Diaz.
outs, and
No,
this
it's been a
one is
couple of days,
theirs.
so.
So now to the plate, Yandy Diaz. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Swing, line, drive.
Nice gap shot,
That's going to
Yandy.
be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
As a hitter, the
Now
only
batting,
feeling better
left
than hitting
fielder,
a bomb is
Randy.
driving one into
I
a
do
net
love
like that.
using gap
Oh,
shots.
right
Out of the box
I probably
going,
would
he
say
was
yes. That's my
guaranteed
second
a
most
double,
satisfying
but I
thing
think
next
he
to
had
hitting
thoughts
bombs.
of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. And they'll put the brakes on it. Runners
Tacos
at
on
the
Randy?
corners with nobody
Now
out.
batting. Number 8.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that
Why
line
is it a
drive
double
gets
steal?
down, but
Why?
eventually
Why?
does get to
Why
third
did that
base.
just happen?
The tag gets one.
Oh my god, I fucking hate this game.
The tag.
This
And
game
it's
is
a
so
double play.
fucking stupid. I'm going back on my stream to watch myself press the left stick on that. Because you can see it with the directional arrows. The fuck is that noise? There's a fucking ad playing, even though I pulled up my stream. That was weird. Yeah, you can legit see me. Let me turn my sound down. Right here. Left arrow to the right, then left arrow to the left. Randy didn't take a lead, so clearly it registered pressing L1 with my left arrow. Oh my god, this game is so fucking stupid. That's what I mean, though, about being full of nothing but absolute grade A 100% bullshit.
Fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another
Should be
fastball,
second
but
and
the
third
pitcher
with
went to
nobody out,
breaking
not
ball,
bases empty,
and the
2
hitter
out.
just fouls that
But
one
this
off.
game likes to fuck you.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Some people don't want a sim, they want arcade. They want control over what they're doing. But this forced bullshit happens.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Albies scoops it up, throw to first in plenty of time.
I don't get the bullshit with beginner on this either. Like,
All set to start the ninth in this one.
If I started up right now,
the
a
outfielder,
franchise with
Nick Anderson comes
the
on
worst
from
offensive
the
team in
to finish
baseball.
this one
Ladies and
off
gentlemen,
here in the top of
your
the
Who's got a
ninth.
who has the
Now
worst
pitching
lineup?
for the Rays,
I'm trying to think.
number
Ready
70,
with the 0-1
Nick
pitch.
Anderson.
Takes
I
it
don't
off
know,
there
but like a
and
team
had him
like
way out in
Detroit
front for strike two.
or
Got him.
Miami,
And he
you
goes
know,
down
I
on
don't know
strikes
who's
for
got
the
it. No,
third
Miami
time.
made the
Well, there's
playoffs. They
nothing
would
like
have had
seeing
a legit
good
playoff
power
berth
pitcher
too if
that
they were
has a
regular
good
season instead
fastball.
of
The
What does
first
he do?
baseman, number
He just
5.
throws a good
Makes me
fastball
playoffs. They were the second
right
wild
by,
card.
brings the express. No chance to put that ball
I
in
don't know.
play.
Pick a shitty team with a bad
Good
lineup.
power curveball
You
there.
start that
He's
on
controlled
the
0-2.
franchise.
Bases are empty, one man
I guarantee you, every single game,
out in front of that one.
if
but
you
he
don't
stays
actually have to
alive
play
and
in
will
beginner,
do it again on 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul
First
off
of all,
right
you're
there
gonna see
that
nothing
he's
but
picking up
majority of
spin on
pitches
this
down the middle.
pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect
And
a
you're gonna,
fastball
you
on
know,
this next
What
one.
up, field
Got
if you
him to
play
go
all
down
9 innings,
swinging there.
Marcel.
Freddie Freeman
Play
goes
all
down
those-
for
all
out
47
number
outs.
2 in the top half.
you're gonna see
He'll make
an
the catch
absurd
to
amount
end
of home
it,
runs
and
per
the
game.
Rays started this World Series
Like,
on
I'm
the
talking
right foot.
way
They're
more than I hit here.
victorious
Like,
here
I'm
at
talking
home
like
this ball
as many
game
as I
is
hit in a
over.
game sometimes
So
here.
first blood has
you'd see
been
that in an
drawn in
inning,
this
too.
World Series, and guys, what have we learned?
Well, in terms of what shape this series
With a
is gonna
shitty
take,
lineup.
that really
good
rides
lineup
on
with a
the
lineup
game
like
to
this,
result. If they can do it again
you know, every now and again,
tomorrow
yeah, I would,
and
you know,
go 2-0,
fly ball
they'll
would go their way and I would
become
end up getting out
favorites to raise the
eventually.
trophy.
But I mean, my God,
We
I'd
could
be
also
putting up
be heading
17
into
an
Game
inning.
3 at a new venue, even at 1 apiece. So really,
Runs, not
we'll know
necessarily
a lot
home runs.
more
But
after Game
there'd be a
2.
lot of home runs. This game is so fucking stupid. That's all I can say. I can't stress that enough. Down 4-1 in Game 2. Damn, Glasnow not having a good outing. After having 2 great outings, your first 2 starts.
So the Rays talked to
crazy
our
to me
own
how Cardi
Heidi
B can be
Watney
so hot
before
and
the
so
game.
unattractive
Heidi,
at the
what's
same
the state
time.
of this team headed into this upcoming Game 2?
Leading off for the Braves,
All set
the
for the
shortstop.
start of the inning.
Ready.
That brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby
Fleming's
Swanson.
done. Fairbanks is done.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many
0-2.
pitches like that
He's
from
in
a
the
pitcher
yellow.
of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing
Honestly, I
at it.
kind of wish I didn't even put him out there for the 6th, but I had to run
Another
up
0-2
Shrevens.
coming. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for Atlanta,
Coming forward now
the
is the
designated
Braves'
hitter,
designated hitter,
Adam
Duvall.
Duvall.
His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's only 2 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
0-2.
The 0-2 delivery. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. First offering
the
on its
batter
way.
number 1, second baseman, Ozzie
Here
Albies.
comes the 0-1. Right over the
No
top
ball,
with
2
that
strikes.
curveball, and it's 0-2.
That's a beautiful curve there.
That's a
Good
ball.
job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well,
Miguel.
that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2.
And right into the shift. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score.
Come
Fouled
on,
off.
Glass now. I want you to get this last out. Back to that
He
beautiful
struck
curve.
him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that
All right,
one
we have
ends.
the offense here. Who they have on mound? Next
Stepping
three.
in and ready for another shot.
Leading off
Michael
for the
Grosso.
Rays,
He's 1 for 2 in
the
the ball
third
game.
baseman,
Ready with the
Michael
first pitch. Here it comes.
Grosso.
Oh, he gets the
Banger.
inning
That should've
started
been a
with a
no-doubter.
bang as this is hit high and deep to left field.
You still take it, but it should have been a no-doubter.
And that one is gone.
Mike Grosso.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping
That was
the
an
ball in the
eyes-lighting
ballpark. He's not an
up-swinging
easy
curveball
guy
for that
to
matter,
get
too.
the
It
ball
wasn't just a
up
regular
in the
order.
air again.
Now
So
batting,
he's
the
going to have to
designated
move
hitter,
a little bit here.
Austin
He's not used to giving up home runs.
Meadows.
Hit out to Albies at second base. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1,
Stepping up to the plate,
Shortstop,
Willie Adames.
Willie
He singled his last time
Adames.
up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to
Another
left.
hanger. He's going to catch that, though.
And now a lunging catch.
Yeah, I
and
don't
he
think
does
Marcell
a full
Ozuna's
gainer
that
as well,
good
but
an outfielder,
somehow
I'm not gonna lie to
hangs
you.
Now
on for
batting,
the second
catcher,
out.
Mike.
Striding in, Mike Zunino.
Zunino.
He was a ground out victim last time up. And he fouls this one off.
So all but 3 of his hits are home runs.
On its way is pitch number 75. Popped him up.
Stupid.
Riley is there for
So
it.
stupid.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 7th inning ready to roll, and set to go as the
Leading off
third
the
baseman, Austin Riley.
third baseman,
Yanni Chirinos
Austin
is on to pitch from the bullpen
Riley.
now to start inning
Your
number
attention,
7.
please.
Strike 1 to
Now
start the
pitching
at-bat.
for the Rays.
Just
Number
a tick
72,
behind for a strike.
Yanni
Chirinos uses
Chirinos.
split-finger fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working. And I'd imagine as a hitter, it's always in the back of your
fielder,
mind.
number 13,
Got him to go down swinging there.
Acuna
Austin Riley
Jr.
was down for the
Nice.
first out in the 7th inning. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick
Markakis is
0-1.
in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And another foul ball.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
The next 0-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side.
Ladies
Down
and
in
gentlemen,
last half of the 7th
leading
here,
off
and
for the
that'll bring
Rays,
up the versatile
the
center
center
fielder,
fielder,
Manuel Margot.
Manuel.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game,
Margot.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a
No,
chance.
it doesn't. I'm surprised that he
And he will
started
run this
threatening
one
the warning
down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy.
Not the Grinch.
Diaz.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
I was like, oh my God, are you
Popped up.
kidding me, dude? You get a fucking
Swanson
hanging
is there.
curveball like that. You popped
Two
up for the
gone.
shortstop. Again, that just doesn't happen in real life.
Now batting, the
At
left
the plate,
fielder,
Randy Arozarena.
Randy
It was a flyout for him in his last
Arozarena.
trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB.
Another
Certainly.
hanger.
A swing and a drive sent
It's
out
not
toward
gone,
the
though.
gap.
Oh,
Back
yes, it
goes
is.
Ozuna, and this ball is gone.
Some motherfucker
No
named
chance
Randy.
to make a play on that one.
man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike
Well,
zone,
he's still
or
winning,
that
though.
total might continue to rise.
now batting,
And now, Brandon
number
Lau.
8,
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Speaking of which, I gotta warm up someone to make it.
3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Hit well again down the right field line. Markakis
Oh, my
will
God.
reach out with one hand to make the catch on. In now, Freddie
leading off
Freeman.
for Atlanta,
Ozuna's got 90-80 against Can't
The first baseman, number 5.
90-80 against righties. I can't see his lefties unless I do this. Fuck me. 90-80 against righties. 91-89. So I guess I want us to keep the righty. So I'll just
From the stretch.
I'll probably set Aaron Luke down. I'm a big fan of Aaron Luke for some reason. I want David to steal in case he gets in trouble.
The 0-1 on its way. And here's a swing and a miss
No
as he
ball,
falls
2
behind
strikes.
0-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare.
Moriarty.
Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Got
Now
him
batting.
swinging on the
Left
fastball
fielder.
there. Freddie
Marcel
Freeman is retired to kick
Ozuna.
off the inning. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on
Now
6
batting.
pitches?
Catcher.
He isn't messing around,
Travis
and these last 2 batters have
Darno.
had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Martin is under it, and he makes the catch for
Roy
out.
Manuel. All right, they got to be pulling free.
Your
now.
attention, please.
It's on to pitch out of the
Now
bullpen
pitching
in the
for
bottom
the Braves.
half of the 8th.
Number 55.
Bottom of inning number
Rich.
8 set to go, and that'll
Martin.
bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game.
Bottom of the 8th,
Only
only down
down
a
by
run.
1. All they need to do is
Far
get
from
this
over. It's
leadoff
right, my
guy,
man.
and they're an extra base
One
hit
ball in
away
the
from
seats and
tying
we're
this
tied.
thing up.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as
That's
this
not
is
it, though.
driven out to deep left center field. Acuna is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Ready for another
The
chance?
third baseman,
Michael Brasso. He's 2
Michael
for 3 and looking for more here.
Brasso.
Going back to that last at bat, that's not an easy thing to do. To pull a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate and keep it fair for a home run. This guy's got some pretty good bat control.
This
Mike
one is
Brasso.
launched. Look at this.
Second
That
dinger of
one
the
is
game to
outta
tie
here.
it in the bottom of the
This
8th.
game is tied.
I mean, you have to love the World Series. What a game we have right now. Home run ties it late. Place is going absolutely bananas. Would you rather
The
be
batter.
anywhere else?
The designated
Right
hitter.
now, Austin
Austin
Meadows. Ground ball right
Meadows.
into the
Oh,
short.
are you kidding me?
What a play. He
Are
is
you
out.
kidding me? That was by him.
The
No
batter.
fucking way.
Number 1.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
That's insane. And how do you not beat that out, you piece of shit? Absolutely slow ass bastard.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Fouled off.
Adonis.
And he fouls this one off. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Acuna giving chase.
That's not caught.
He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second now and headed for third. The relay.
That was a risky send, but
And he's
nice
in
triple
third
Willie
base safely,
Adonis.
so the go-ahead run is right there with 2
Now
gone.
batting,
So
catcher,
here's Mike Zunino.
Mike.
Been a rough go of things at the plate.
Zunino's
for him
very
so far,
clutch.
and These guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through
Oh,
for the
not
boys
good.
in a tight game, Matt. Especially.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made.
Another sinker baller. Alright, well, tie game here. Might as well
Dansby
go to-
Swanson lining up to
Off to
hit.
the Braves.
No hits in 3 tries so
shortstop.
far. He's struck out
Dansby
once. Ryan
Swanson.
Stanek Be on the
and
mound to
gentlemen,
start the
your
ninth inning, and
attention,
his
please.
job will be keeping the
That
ball
was
game
scary.
tied until the
Ray.
bottom half.
Number 55, Rye. Danny.
Ready with the 0-1.
Wow.
Big
Well,
swing
same
and
pitch,
a
same
miss.
location.
Oh,
Okay,
and
that's not what I
behind in
wanted
the
that.
count 0-2.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and
Yep.
often.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope
Every
he's
time.
okay. And they'll have
If
no
it even
play as
hits
he
me on the
reaches
mound and I
first
manage
base
to deflect
safely.
it,
And
I don't have
now
time to
see
get the
quite
recover
where
in
that
batter.
got him.
The
And it
designated
appeared from
hitter.
up here at
Adam
his actions on the field
Duvall.
confirm
This
it.
game
It
is
looked like
fucking
it got him on his
bullshit.
drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Well out
The
in
count
front of the
is 1
breaking
and
ball
2.
there for a strike.
I think he's going to try and continue, says Matt Vasgersian, as he's already 3 pitches deep into this next at bat.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there.
The
And
batter,
we see a
number
lot of
1.
that pitch in
Second
strikeout
baseman.
situations these days.
Albee.
What makes it so effective?
Albee.
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of different coffees. Caramel, blueberry, French, vanilla, coconut.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's
Now
the first pitch.
Third base.
It's back-to-back strikeouts
Austin
now as they've been
Riley.
and the throw is in time to get him to retire.
All right, I'll go for a World Series walk-off.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the
Leading
outfielder.
off for the
Manuel
Rays.
Margot.
The center fielder, Medwell.
And set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Margot.
Lifted in the air out
Question is
towards
now,
left
who's it gonna
center.
be?
After it is Acuna. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman.
Stepping in, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy.
He got under one and popped
Diaz.
out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit. Little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect
look
him
at
to
that
be a
pitch.
little bit more leery
fuck
of
you
the
do
breaking
that?
pitch this AB.
And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Now batting,
Stepping into
left
the box,
fielder,
Randy Arozarena.
Randy.
He went deep last time up.
And he certainly got a chance to end this one right here with another home run. Going to be interested to see
My
the
God,
style.
nothing
how he
but
plays
sinkers.
this one.
That was
Does he come
nothing
out
but
of his
fucking
shoes,
sinkers.
or does he get
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. So the batting order turns over now and set
Leading
to
off for the
go
Braves,
Ronald Acuna.
the center
He's the
fielder.
one to lead it off here in the
That's
top
what I
of
mean
inning
by this
number
game.
10.
Oh, one's the count.
No but bullshit.
Balls and a strike to count. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but
I got the count. 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high
Up next for
fastball,
Atlanta,
a high piece of cheese,
the right fielder,
swung at and missed.
Nick
That pitch looks so inviting to
Martinez.
hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Nick Markakis digging in now. 0-1 the count. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. On a big swing
No
there
ball,
from
2 strikes.
Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The 0-2 once more. Japanese and called strike 3.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up
The first
with an
baseman,
opportunity
number 5,
to do some damage. So
Freddie
when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Oh shit!
So next up will be Freddie Freeman.
Sometimes I just
Struck
go on
out
autopilot
swinging in his last trip to
Your
the plate.
attention, please.
Aaron Luke, a
Now pitching for the
5'11"
Rays.
left-handed reliever, enters
Number
to take
15.
over on the
You
mound.
be my
now.
Freddie Freeman
Aaron.
specialist
High
here when
in
need
the
be.
air out to right
Luke.
field. Renfro is there, and he'll make the catch.
There,
to
Aaron Luke,
retire.
one pitch does his job.
A.J. Minter comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into
And
the
leading up
11th
for
inning.
the Rays,
It's a warm-up, John
the
fucking
second
Curtis.
baseman, number 8.
First offering on its way.
Could have guessed.
Now a drive
You don't
to
bring in
right
a lefty
field.
for Brandon Lau.
This
He's
could
fucked up.
do it. Game over. Walk-off home run.
Brandon Lau, your MVP of
Solo
everything.
shot to right center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
He's been the guy all year.
You expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those. A walk-off to end this thing in the final at-bat of the game. What a finish.
I'll never forget watching Game 4. You know, the Brett
So
Phillips
the Rays
walk-off.
are halfway to a World
And
Series championship, guys.
I turned
Yeah,
the game
another
off like
impressive win puts
right
them
at
up
the start of the
2-0
bottom of the ninth.
as this fall classic will shift to
And
a
then-
new venue now. They will certainly
'cause I thought
enjoy
for
their
sure the
day
Dodgers
of
were gonna
rest
win.
before they have to gear it up again for Game 3.
And now what can we say for the
And then
Braves?
I get a text because I was watching it at my cousin's house, and this guy, like one of my friends, knew I was rooting for the Rays over the Dodgers.
Grind out a win in Game 3, the math would start to look a little bit better. I look for them to gather themselves and to come out swinging in the next couple of days.
And I get a text right as the game ends. 4 texts. Dude, what the fuck just happened, LMAO? Wow, what a choke. Wow. And then I figured, like, the Rays fucking blew it somehow. Like, even though they were already losing, they just fucking blew it. Then I see it all over Twitter, and I'm like, oh. Alright, 3-0 lead here in Game 3. 2-0 lead here in the series.
Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi?
Matt, they've started strong in this World Series, jumping to a commanding 2-0 lead, with the series now shifting to a new ballpark. When I asked these players for their outlook on Game 3, they emphasized not underestimating their opponent. As one player put it, we've got to be prepared for a counterpunch. Our opponents had a day to brew on Games 1 and 2, and I guarantee they're going to come out ready to go tonight. We've got to stay aggressive and try to keep
Leading
them
off
off
for
balance.
Tampa Bay, the shortstop.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. He'll look to bounce back after
Already got their
striking
starter out of the
his
game here
last
too.
time up.
Charlie Morton's on the mound for Game 3. I like that.
Drilled down the line.
Funny,
But a foul
in this
ball here,
postseason run with Charlie
0-1.
Morton, he's on the Rays, and then he plays against the Astros, his former team, and now we're playing against the Braves, his new current team.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, what a stop
Dansby
on
Swanson's
the
a human
slide.
vacuum
He's
out there.
out.
Now batting, the first
Now at the
baseman,
plate, G-Man Choi.
G-Man Choi.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bullet back up the middle.
Yep, that's caught.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without
Now
much
batting,
trouble for the
catcher,
second out.
Mike.
So here's
Zunino.
Mike Zunino. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Liner in there
Not
for
too
a base
far of a
hit.
World Series. It's an all
So
South
worst
World
case
Series. I
scenario, a
realize that.
2-out
Tampa,
base
Florida,
hit, and the
Atlanta,
pitcher
Georgia
will not
should be
lead
warmer.
off next inning.
Dan, how hard is it to decide?
It is still a
from
flight,
such
like you're
a
not
deep
gonna
lineup?
fucking
I mean,
drive
even the
from
8,
Tampa
9
to
hole hitters
Atlanta
are
and back,
solid
but,
big league players.
You
it's
know,
not
Mark,
bad.
these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. You're in that starting lineup these days.
Charlie
Does a pretty
Morton
good
mixing
job
in a
getting
base
swings
now.
out.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right
The
there.
batter,
He's thrown the ball
the
well,
right
but on
fielder,
the offensive side of the
Manuel
ball, he's able to contribute, help
Margot.
this offense put itself
Let's
in
Margot,
position
Manuel.
to score some more runs.
And that will bring up Manuel Margot. Here's a shot
Manuel
to
fucking
left
Margot.
field and deep.
Doubling the lead, a 3-run shot at
And
6-0.
goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy.
Large
with
in part
some
to Charlie
serious
Your
Morton's
power,
attention,
and he
please.
pounces on this
Now
mistake
pitching for
and
the
knocked
Braves.
it right out of here.
At
Number
least one more
15.
embarrassment
And
here.
that'll bring in
John.
Yandy Diaz. Now
Nuka.
another one hit
Should've
deep
brought
to
in a lefty
left.
for Yandy.
Ozuna looks up.
Back-to-back
and it's
Margot
outta
Diaz.
Here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
That's why you got to pay attention in the on-deck circle. He was calibrating his heater right there, checking out the off-speed stuff,
Now
and
batting,
he didn't wait
the center
around.
fielder,
First time he's
Randy.
seeing him, didn't
That was
matter.
an hanger.
Rosarena.
Should have crushed it.
Line
Instead
towards
of
center
just
field.
fly out, not even
Acuna
track.
there to put it away and finally put. First
Leading
pitch of
up
the
for the
at-bat on
Braves.
its way.
The center
That was
fielder,
a
High
hanger.
in
That
the
should
air
have
out to
been
left field.
Acuna Jr.
Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Whew.
The batter, number 7.
Here
Shortstop, Dansby.
Dansby Swanson is
Swanson.
in for the
Oh,
third
one's the
time
count.
as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Dansby a 29 homer season.
Yeah,
guys.
Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
I think Charlie Morton has
spoiled that one
a
away, and he stays alive. No runs,
a
3
good
hits,
chance of
and no
being
errors so
really
far for
fucking
Atlanta.
good in the National
And he's
League,
really got the
especially. I don't know
strikeout
why.
pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball
I
game.
think he's going to have a better
Digging in to
expected
Now
try it
batting,
again.
first
Freddie Freeman.
baseman.
He went down on strikes
If everything
last
goes
time
normal,
up.
like if the
A
year
swing and a
Freeman.
drive sent out toward the gap. And he will
What a
reach
catch,
up to
Manuel
make
Margot.
the catch. Oh, what a... New inning set to get underway.
Leading off for
And
Tampa
set to
Bay.
go is
Look
the
at them
second
leaving
the
baseman,
second
baseman,
Brandon Lau.
Number 8.
And
Oh,
that's cut on
Oh,
him.
and
It's
one.
0-1.
What I
2 for 2 with the
love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The count,
Swings
0-2.
through it for strike number 2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Hit hard on the ground to the right.
Tell you
Albies
what, that was
brings
not the
it
one
in.
thing on my mind.
And the throw to
He's
first
out.
is in time, so the leadoff man is gone
Now,
here to
doesn't
start
Austin
inning
Meadows have
number
like
7.
56 speed and Lau just had 58?
Now batting,
65.
Next
So
to the
Meadows is
Rays,
actually
Austin
faster.
Meadows.
How the hell did Lau almost make that
an
an infield base hit, but Meadows couldn't beat out that play by Swanson?
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away.
Trying to figure that one out.
Fouled off. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Team is next, the White Sox or the Mets?
Here's a swing, and oh man!
Saw that one hanging up
out
there.
of here.
461. I didn't even power swing
Long ball
that.
is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game
My
so
God, that
far
was
for this
beautiful.
lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what
show
they're
me the
doing
green
as a
ball
team
trail,
so
damn
far?
it.
Dero, I
Because
don't know
that
what you think, but this
was
is one of those
crushed
cases where
into
I
a
think
happy
the
to
Your
hitters
attention,
right now,
please.
they must
Now pitching.
Let's see that one again, dude. 461. That's one of my best bombs, especially lefty on lefty. Yeah, that's a happy to be here seat. That's a seat where you're just happy to be at the ballpark. You're not going to be able to see as much, and you're certainly not expecting to catch a home run ball or any ball. Even batting practice balls don't go that far. Did they bring in Darren O'Day? D.O.D.? Dodd.
Into the box, Willie Adames. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
High in the air out to center field.
Acuna
is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Digging in, G-Man Choi. He lined out in his last trip, so looking. For better fortunes here.
G-Man Choi.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To right field and deep.
That's the
Look
G-Man.
at this thing go. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And it's gone as they add still another.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, Mike.
Here now is
Zunino.
Mike Zunino. As he'll go after the
0-1's
first
the
pitch
count.
to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
There we go,
This one is
Zunino.
blasted to left field,
10-0.
and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly
I gotta be honest, I
what
don't
we're
like Darren
talking
O'Day.
about.
Ladies
One
and
guy
gentlemen,
tees off,
you're
the
at
guy
number
behind
three.
him
I like.
starts to feel a little bit
I don't
more
like Mark
confident,
Melanson either.
a little bit more focused.
Number
The
36.
next thing you know, you've got
Mark.
3 home runs in an inning,
on,
and your entire
Mark.
offense is off and running.
Mark Melanson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arm. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. In prior
Leading up
outings
for
against
the
Charlie
Braves,
Morton, he's
the
only 2
left
for
fielder,
10.
Marcell.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Oh,
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1 and 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Ready to
Now
deliver.
batting.
Here's the first
The
pitch.
catcher,
Travis
Travis
d'Arnaud comes on with one away as he
d'Arnaud.
looks at a ball. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And he takes a called strike two.
Let's drop the hammer.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves
Guys are doing a
catcher.
good job laying off the curve.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So we got him looking there. Travis
Up
d'Arnaud
next for Atlanta,
comes the second
the
out
right
at the
fielder,
bottom of the 7th.
Adam
Strike 1 to
Cue
start the
ball.
at-bat.
I gotta start wondering, do I want
Hey, this
more for
guy's
the
got
eighth?
to
I
be
think I
pretty
do.
proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
12
And he's
Ks
got
and 7
another
shutout.
one here. 12
You
punch
love to
outs
see
now
it
in
for
the
Charlie
ball.
Morton. You do.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay,
in case
Manuel
somebody
Margot
else knows.
went deep earlier,
The
and
right
he's 2 for
fielder,
4 to this
number
morning.
Maybe
The
I'll
last
sit down
at bat,
Manuel.
Benny, we heard this guy's a good
Margot.
fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Here comes the first pitch. Strikes him out
Oh, right
with a
over
double
the top.
curve,
That
and
was
he
a nice
swings
pitch.
through it for strike 1.
Can't even lie, that was a good pitch.
There's a swing and a high
Good
drive
power
into
swing
left
that.
center field. Looking up Acuna.
Manuel Margot.
And it's gone as they add still another.
Second home run of the day.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seem like
funny,
everyone's
that's-
getting in on the action.
Yandy has one less
That's
home
the
run than Margot
seventh
now.
home run of the
It feels like
game.
Margot is a lot
When
more.
it
Yandy
rains,
is
it
a lot
pours,
less.
I guess.
Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz. Acuna patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Ready once again,
the center
Randy
fielder,
Arozarena. He's
Randy
working on a 1 for 3
Arozarena.
thus far. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he took a big swing at
That's
that
not
one
going
as
in.
this
Kidding
is
me?
driven out to deep left center field.
Cutoff man's set up.
Acuna.
That's how you know. That's
back
another
to
way how
the
you know.
warning
Not only is he
track,
jogging,
and he's
but
able
if you
to
can see
put
the
it
cutoff
away
man start
for the
calling for
second
it
Now
already,
batting,
that's how you know.
number 8,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hard hit and deep toward the right
No, it's
field
over his
line.
head. Nice.
And
Oh,
he
that hit off
missed
the
a
brick too
home
hard,
run
though.
by a matter of feet. It's
Couldn't even
off
think
the
about going
wall.
second.
Man, what D-roll, that looked
Up
like
next for
extra
Tampa Bay,
bases right off the bat.
the left
Steal
fielder,
caroms off the
Austin.
wall.
One
Outfielder
hit in
does
this
a
entire
great
series
job
was
of getting it in
fucking
quickly,
461
and
foot
probably
blast.
does a good job holding.
Oh,
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt,
it's not really
is
no doubter.
gone.
361. That's a whole 100 feet shy of the last one he hit. That's the crazy part.
Your
A.J.
attention,
Minter
please.
enters now in a mop-up
Now
role
pitching
as he'll
for
try to
the
keep the
Braves,
deficit right where
number
it is.
33, AJ
Into the box now,
Minter.
Willie Adames is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Acuna going
Hold
back.
that ball, maybe, but
On the warning
I hate
track,
those
he
catches more
makes
than
the
anything.
catch.
they seem dumb as shit.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He leads off their half of
Leading
the
up
8th,
for
and
the
they've been
Braves,
unable to get that starter
second
out of the
baseman.
game to this point.
Ozzie.
Yeah, he settled in early
Right
on,
on.
partly
Albies.
due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Fooled with the curveball there.
No
and
ball,
it's strike 2.
strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of
Charlie
every
fucking
hitter.
Morton,
Seems
ladies
like
and
every
gentlemen.
one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat.
Now batting,
And when that's the
third
case,
baseman,
your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are
0-1's the
way
count.
worse.
Riley.
Austin Riley is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Down the left field line and
Don't
deep.
care, foul.
And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Struck him out and made
14
it
for
14
Morton.
punch-outs now in the game.
Suddenly, I'm
Tyler
starting to
Your
want
attention,
Charlie
please.
Morton
Gets
for
it
the
called a
night.
pinch
Hitting
hit
for the
here.
Braves.
We'll see what he can do with
Number
2 out
25.
and the base is empty.
Tyler.
And it's fouled away.
Flower.
Three.
An attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
An
And
immaculate
he's got
inning
another
for the
one.
8th inning for
15
Charlie Morton.
strikeouts in the ball game.
15
and
cases. Wait, I think I have to use him for the
Chris
Now
ninth.
Martin
pitching for
comes
the
on
Rays.
to
I
pitch
wanted to
now,
pinch hit
hoping
for him,
for
but I guess
better
number
results than the
55.
other arms that
Red.
they've run out there in this one.
Martin.
Give Renfro or Kiermaier an
First
FF.
offering on its way.
Brasso maybe. Nah, I'd go Renfro before Brasso if we're lucky.
The 0-1 on its way. Fouled off.
Stupid sinkers. Look at that. Back-to-back sinkers. And what do you think this third pitch is going to be? I'll give you a hint.
0-2. Here it comes. Pulled
Yep,
toward
sinker.
right center field.
This game is full
Acuña's
of bullshit.
there for it. One away.
That's not his predominant pitch. That's not his X pitch.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Digging in and looking for
catcher,
more. Mike Zunino.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he
0-1.
turned
That
that
right
thing
behind.
around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen.
It's like an unwritten rule now the last couple of years that the Braves have to have at least one postseason game
Bases
where
are
they give up
empty, one
double-digit
man out.
runs. 3 3-run innings and then a 4-run inning for us so far.
High and deep to right center.
It's not that deep at all, sir. It's what, at least 30 feet.
Duvall
from the track.
has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
He also didn't score that far. 'Cause he
Now
was shifted.
batting.
So here
The
now is the pitcher.
Yeah,
Charlie
fucking
Morton.
Charlie Morton.
He
Go
flew
ahead.
out in his last at bat. He's set and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right.
You're throwing sinkers at my pitcher. You're pathetic.
Duvall is under it and he makes the catch for out.
Okay.
Acuña digs in now. Lead things off here in
Leading
the
up
ninth
for
with
the
his
Braves.
guys in danger
The
of falling
center
into
fielder,
a very difficult to
Ronald
escape
Guarantee he falls
Acuña.
over the yellow during
deficit.
this at-bat.
Junior.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need
Or
to
after
take a
this
strike
out,
in this spot.
if he
Well, he
doesn't
got
do
one
it during
there.
the at-bat.
Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Down the first baseline. But
Guaranteed
this will
that's the
wind up
one.
foul. Still 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of
16
those
strikeouts,
today.
Charlie
Struck
Morton.
him out. Strikeout number
Yep, in the yellow.
16 thus
The
far.
batter,
He's
number
had
7.
A whale of a ball game.
Shortstop. Dansby.
Dansby Swanson comes on with one
Swanson.
gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
That elevated fastball right there.
I got the count.
That is
Charlie
the
Morton
biggest
ain't
change in the
nothing to
game
fuck
today
with.
for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux
17
east to
strikeouts.
west.
How many in
And
a row is
another
that?
one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball.
Go to the game log here. An immaculate inning in the 8th. Struck out the side in the 7th. So it looks like to start the 7th because Swanson struck out and then Freeman lined out. So, struck out the side in order in the 7th, right? Ozuna called out on strikes. Darno was called out on strikes. Duvall struck out. Immaculate inning in the 8th. Albies struck out, chasing. Riley struck out. Flowers struck out. So that's 6 in a row. 7, 8. So that's 8 strikeouts in a row. I have a chance to make it 9
Now
strikeouts.
batting,
if I can get
first
Freeman.
baseman.
Infield
Freddie.
shifted well to the right. Here's the first
Freeman.
pitch.
Going into the 7th inning,
He's up
Charlie
to
Morton had
100
9
pitches now,
strikeouts.
but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last
He's
throw
one pitch
tells
away
me
from
he's
having
wearing
18
down right
strikeouts
now.
to end the game.
2 out, nobody on. Final strike for the Braves.
18
Swing and a miss. He
strikeouts,
struck him
9
out,
in
and
a
that'll
row for
do it
Charlie
here
Morton.
as the ball game is over.
Yeah,
A
and
3-hit
we knew
complete
he was
game
in a
shutout.
groove from the first
That's
inning,
dominant
and
all-time
he just
performance
kept
right
this
there.
thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
You don't strike out 9 in a row and not be remembered.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when you rack up a whole boatload of strikeouts like he did here, there's not much of a debate to be had. He was fun to watch, and I'm excited to see how he backs it up next time.
All right, one more game. Win to sweep the Fall Classic. We're up 2-0 in this game, 3-0 in the series.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the overarching sentiment from this team is that tonight is the night. Talking with the players earlier, the sense of excitement in them was palpable. I didn't get a lot of that cliche talk about not looking ahead or treating this game like any other. No, they were adamant that they are ready to sweep this World Series and celebrate. We'll see if that confidence leads them to the pinnacle of the sport later this evening.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and stepping in the long ball
Number 8.
Brendan
Oh,
Lau.
poor Cole Hamels. Of course, it's
Pulled
raining,
toward
so
right
whoever I have on
center
the mound,
field.
Yarborough, I believe,
Acuna's there
will
for it.
probably have to get pulled because they're going to end up delaying the game
Play
again,
one away.
because it wouldn't be a Rays World Series
Now
without some
batting.
sort of weird bullshit.
The right
Stepping
fielder,
into the box,
Hunter
Hunter Renfroe. He'll look to bounce
Renfroe.
back after striking out his last time up. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
I don't think
Center
it's
fielder
gone.
going
Nope,
back.
Acuna's got it. Oh no, he doesn't! Holy shit!
A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone.
That thing took a
home
high bounce
run.
off the wall and almost
Hey, that's
stayed
the
in the
price
yard.
you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter.
Big 3-0 lead.
Every
Nice
power
Renfroe.
hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one,
Now
man. You
batting.
got to get on the
Taylor
heater and
Hurd.
adjust to everything else,
Michael
and he did just that.
Brasso.
That's why my
At the
fall
plate
guys
now,
is lagging
Michael
so much.
Brasso.
All these updates were down
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Nice double,
And
Mike
he'll pull
Brasso.
into second with one away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the
batter.
fastball, so he
The
got
left
the
fielder,
changeup. He was way out in
Austin
front of it, but he kept his
Meadows.
hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy
Ooh.
to do.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. He pulls
Oh, he's
this
not
one
looking
into
caught.
right.
Run, 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 run.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Nice back-to-back doubles. Brasso,
And
Meadows,
the runner
4-0
come
lead.
across to
Probably the
score
end for
from
Cole
second,
Hamels.
and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Yeah.
Now batting.
The
Catcher.
Braves manager out
Mike
as he'll take that slow walk
Zunino.
toward the mound.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And a
your
change is
attention,
forthcoming
please.
as that'll be all here
Now
for Cole
pitching for
Hamels.
the Braves.
Ooh.
Number
Gone after
15.
5 1/3 here as he
Shaw.
never really found his groove in this one.
Nuka.
He's 1 for 2 in this one.
I don't know. I feel like you got a 3 days rest your ace there, but whatever.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
A
High
hanger.
in the air
and I
out
do
to
nothing
center
with that.
field.
That's bullshit.
Acuna's there for it. 2
Oh, I'm
down.
not tagging up. Get that off my screen.
Now batting. The pitcher, Ryan Yarbrough.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ryan Yarbrough. Runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Attack on a ribby, Ryan.
First offering on its way. Line
Oh my God, he
toward
did.
right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Tack
RBI
on
base
another
hit
here
Ryan
as the runner
Yarbrough.
scores from second. Now
Wow.
a 5-0 lead.
Now batting.
Love that.
Boy, that's a
The
tough one
shortstop.
right there. If you're a pitcher,
Really
Nero, you're facing
dominant.
the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but
2-out RBI
And
knock
he'll
to the
get there
opposing
in
pitcher.
plenty of time to put this one away.
All right, let's get the bullpen up. 'Cause
Leading
I
up
know
for the
that they're
Braves.
going to have to call
The
this.
third baseman, Johan.
First pitch of the
John
at-bat
Fargo.
on its way.
Wow, what a corner paint job that was.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a changeup is bounced to second. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Nice.
Nick
Your attention,
Markakis
please.
will grab a
Well, the
bat
pinch hitter
hit for
just
the
offside
Pitching
of
pitcher.
the
Braves. Number
So either they
22.
won't call it until
Nick.
next at bat, or they
Swinging a
won't call
ball
it
hit
till next
Mark
at
softly
bat.
on the
Higgins.
ground.
Wow, the rare my pitcher was able to field it.
He's
The one
out.
time I would feel like the pitcher wouldn't be able to field that.
Now batting, center
Yeah, they won't
fielder.
call it till
Acuna
next inning.
digs
Ronald
in now. He was
Acuna.
retired via the ground
Junior.
ball last
Ball
time
one.
up. Now a good
Count
pitch
1
around
and
the
0.
knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's
Beautiful
done so
curve right
far.
there.
It's never easy to
1
pitch
and
on
1.
the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck
Ryan
him
Yarbrough.
out, his 8th punch
Big
out of the
shutout.
ball game, and that
8
one
Ks.
ends.
You love to see it.
Your attention, please.
So
Now
the call's
pitching
gone
for
out
the
for the
Braves.
right-hander Mark Melanson.
Number
He'll take
36.
over on the mound.
Mark
Here comes the first pitch.
Melanson.
And he fouls this one off.
There's Nick Jackson in all this. I haven't seen him once all series.
That ball's headed for the gap in
How
left
about
center.
Yandy?
He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Nice lead-off double there, sir. Standing.
And he
Lead-off
is in
double.
to second base with a leadoff double.
The batter, the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
So now to the plate, Randy Arozarena. Fly ball out toward left center
Damn.
field. On the move is Ozuna. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting, number 8.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive
Wow,
hit
that
well
got
out
out.
to
I'm
right
surprised.
field.
Another 2-run
See you
shot.
later. Over
Brandon
the
Lau
wall, a
is
home
just
run.
the MVP of life.
Second home run of the game right there.
I don't
He
know how that
is
gets out,
locked
but
in at the plate.
I'm not complaining.
You hear so many of today's players talk about
Now
rhythm and
batting,
timing.
the right
Well, he is
Rhythm and timing.
perfectly on
Hunter
time in the heart of the zone.
Renfroe.
Lifted
Damn.
in the air out towards left center.
It's a hanger, but it was on the outer
Acuna's there
third,
for
so you can't do anything with that.
2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael
I just realized we're going to
Brasso.
the 7th here. I want to
Digging in, Michael Brasso
Sit down,
came across
Curtis.
to score
Probably
after
sit down.
doubling in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to
Alvarado.
hit last time up.
Stanek.
Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss
They
it.
call the
Those are
they
the
delay the
pitches
game.
you
I'll bring
only
Stanek,
get.
Alvarado,
Maybe once
68.
an AB, maybe once a game.
Brasso,
maybe
another
once
extra
a
base
week.
hit. Nice.
So he certainly
Ground rule double.
capitalized
Don't
on
even
that.
worry about it.
And now this will get over the wall
Now
down the
batting,
line out there
left
for a
field,
ground rule double.
Austin Meadows.
You can see that he was all over that pitch.
DOD,
yanking it
it's
down
Dodd.
the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence because
Oh,
if it would
God,
have gotten
Meadows.
lost in the corner out there, there's no
Imagine if I
telling
wasn't out in
how
front of
far
that
he
ball.
could have gotten.
We're talking about a 9-0 lead.
Now the 0-1. Pops
Oh
this one
my
up.
God, are you kidding me, Austin Meadows?
Freeman.
You get
is
89
under
in
it.
a beautiful place to hit.
He makes the play,
You don't
and
even get
that'll
past
end
the
the
fucking
inning.
pitcher's mound.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And at this point
Leading
in the
up
game,
for
I
the
think it's
Braves,
clear that the plan of
the
attack against the
shortstop,
top of the order
Dansby.
has worked.
Well, when you've only
Here
surrendered
comes
one
the
hit to the
rain
top 3 guys in
delay.
the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot
Now
on.
batting,
Whatever they
first
discussed
baseman,
coming into this game
Ready.
has worked out beautifully.
Lefty
Freeman.
on lefty.
Freddie Freeman is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Like that pitch there, lefty
It's
on
thunder
lefty
and
matchup.
rain. They don't
Curveball
play
away
games in
to
the
a
thunder.
lefty.
That's
Smart pitch.
a legit risk. Like it's a health hazard.
Now this ball popped up. Playable,
I'm sure how you
however,
pop that
behind
pitch
the
up, but
plate
I'm
for
not complaining.
Zunino. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The left fielder,
I
number
guarantee you,
20.
the second I go to the
Coming here
bullpen
it
after
is.
the first bullpen out,
Oh,
then
Get on
they
the
get
ground
that should
down
have
the
been in
first
seats.
baseline. This gets foul. It's
Got
0-1.
lucky there.
Oh, got him to swing out of his
The
shoes
count,
on that
0-2.
one. 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides.
That one hung
And
up a
the
little too
second
long,
baseman
almost
is there to
Bermuda
make the
triangled it.
play, and that ends the inning.
7 shutout Ryan Yarborough. Thank you for your service.
So here's Mike
Pinch hit
Zunino,
for
his head-to-head
Leading
with
off with
Darren
the
O'Day. He's 1
The
for
catcher,
4.
Mike
Pitch
Zunino.
on its way now to Zunino. Now a swing
Stay
and
fair.
a
Stay
deep
fair.
drive
Stay
to
fair.
left.
Stay fair.
And
Stay
it
fair.
ain't coming
It ain't
back.
coming back, 'cause that's fair.
And gone
Mike
up
Zunino.
into the second deck. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
I'm going to go to Kiermaier
Now
as
batting,
much as I should go
the
to
pitch.
Margot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Shit, you know what?
your attention please. Pinch hitting for Tampa Bay, number 39,
Actually, it's
Kevin
fine,
Kiermaier.
I guess.
Acuna is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first
Probably
out of the
one
inning.
The batter,
Now
number
back
1,
to the top of the lineup,
shortstop,
stepping in,
Willie
Willie Adames.
Adames.
He flew out in his last at-bat.
We'll see.
From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
the first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
So striding forward now, Yandy Diaz. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. Ozuna is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side.
Go down in a hurry, but we scored a damn run that inning. All right, Alvarado. I'm going to double switch you in and keep Kiermaier and actually take Austin Meadows out for defensive purposes.
Your
Jose
attention,
Alvarado
please.
will come on now,
Now
and he'll
pitching
slide
for
into
the
the
Rays.
7 spot in the lineup
Number
following
46.
the double
Now I got probably my best defensive outfield out there. Maybe Margot and Rosarania.
switch.
Jose
Kevin Kiermaier
Alvarado.
will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count.
I just want to think Anderson tonight. I wasn't sure if I wanted the last out he recorded 5. The only thing I can think of is maybe Charlie Morton, but he did just pitch a complete game. And he got the AL
bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you
See how
can
much
say
harder the
that
rain's coming
again,
down
man.
low?
It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And this is hauled
Here it
in on the
comes.
run for the out. And
Now
he has
batting,
a lot of
right
ground to
fielder,
cover to get to that
Adam
one.
Imagine they
Ball.
do it
Comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series.
0-2.
He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so
I
far.
think they've moved it though from the first
One
out to the
out,
second
nobody
out,
on.
so I wouldn't be surprised if we see it get called up
High
for
in
a
the
while.
air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Kiermaier getting some defensive preps in. That's cool.
Now batting, catcher,
The next to bat for
Travis
Atlanta, Travis d'Arnaud.
d'Arnaud.
Only
0-1's
4
the
outs
count.
remaining for them to try and rally back in this one.
That was a good
Damn.
swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Beautiful.
Just
1 ball,
behind the
2 strikes to
fastball
count.
there. 2 strikes now.
He got a swing and a miss on
That's
that
bull.
last
Right.
pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And he struck out
Yeah,
again.
you're not gonna hit 102
That's the
on a
3rd
2-2.
time he's gone
I'm
down
sorry,
on
but that
strikes.
pitch
In
is
the
unhittable. Unless you're
standing
blind.
in, Randy Arozarena. He'll start things
Leading off
off
for
in the
Tampa
top
Bay,
of the 9th as they
the
look
left
for a
fielder,
little insurance.
Randy Arozarena.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Was that for
Swing,
insurance?
And there it goes. He got all of that ball into
Randy
the
Arroza
second deck and gone.
Off Dodd. Fuck you, Darren O'Day.
Now the skipper's on his way
Your
out toward the
attention,
home
please.
plate area, and I
Left-handed,
believe that means
changes
we're going to have
for
a double
Atlanta.
switch
AJ
here.
Minter.
Now
AJ
pitching
Minter
and batting in the
come on
seventh
now, and he'll
spot.
slide into the
Number
7th spot
33,
in the lineup following the
AJ
double switch.
Minter.
Tyler
Now
Flowers
catching
is
and
into
batting
the ball game
ninth.
as well as
Number
slide into the
25,
pitcher's spot, hitting
Tyler
9th now on the double
Flowers.
switch. Here's the 0-1.
I knew that was going to be in the zone, but I know I can't do anything with that pitch.
To right field
With
and
Brandon Lau.
absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Brandon Lau had to go deep one more time, and I love that for him.
now batting. The right fielder. Hunter
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. And it's fouled away. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And right into
Foul,
the
thank
shift.
you.
But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Come on, Hunter Renfroe.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. 1 away.
Damn it, Hunter Renfroe.
now batting. The third baseman.
Standing in, Michael Brasso. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ooh. That's a cutter that looked like a slider.
The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Dude, Minter's got the velo pumping up right now. Fuck.
Hit high and deep
Mike
out there to
fucking
left center
Brasso,
field.
dude.
Looking up Acuna.
Come on.
And it's gone as they add still another.
Love that.
So
for
batting
him.
practice continues here
Ladies
today
and
as they
gentlemen,
notch their
your
7th
attention,
home
please.
run of the game.
Now pitching.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
man,
pitching
you don't
Manuel,
see this
we're
very
cheating.
often,
Number
Nero, when it's
51.
cold and chilly
Manuel.
like this.
Well,
Wind blowing in a little bit.
hitting for
We're
Tampa
still
Bay.
seeing a lot of home runs.
Number
Yeah, Dan, I
13.
can't explain it. Let's just tip our
Manuel.
hats to both offenses right
Margot.
now because they came to play. Moving traffic
their
against
offense
this
didn't have
cold
2 hits.
weather, not easy to do.
This one also hit deep to left field.
Pinch hit home run, Manuel
Gone.
Margot.
Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
Mike Brasso, Manuel Margot.
Now batting. The catcher.
Lefty's
Mike.
Stanford Kiermaier. I just realized
Here
that.
now is Mike Zunino. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Use it. Holy shit, it's on 3:30. I thought it was later than that.
Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. It's a
I
high
just missed
fly
that one.
ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Line toward the alley in left
He
center.
caught that. Wow.
And he will make the
Wow, I just
play
sounded really
out there,
gracious
and
there,
there
like
are
he's caught
2
that
away
one.
now.
All right, well, at least Kevin Kiermaier will take the last at bat. He's the longest tenured Ray.
Now batting. The
Standing
center
in
fielder,
Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin
He's 0 for 1 thus
Kiermaier.
far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Cunha on the move. He tracks it down, and that will
All right.
end.
Nick Anderson.
Your
Nick
attention,
Anderson
please.
takes the mound here. Not
Now
a
pitching
safe
for the
situation,
Rays.
of course, because of the
Number
big lead,
70.
but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless.
Anderson.
And the next in is
G-Man.
Johan
This game for
Camargo.
the Rays.
He'll be the first to bat
Now
here in the
playing
inning.
third
And this
base.
guy's in need of some
Number
ninth
26.
inning magic if they're going to force a
G-Man.
game 5.
Troy.
Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Swing
Nice,
and a
Nick A.
miss, and
Nick
that'll
Anderson.
get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Now batting.
Another strikeout
catcher,
for him on the
Owen
mound. And
Weiler.
boy, is it fun to watch him go
Lauer.
about his business.
No doubt,
Imagine
man.
they call
He's
the
one
game
of
like
my
that.
favorites,
Strike.
For
mostly
an
because
hour.
of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day.
Nick
because of
Anderson,
what he
6
offers up
pitches,
there. It's
2
just
straight
nasty. There aren't
strikeouts.
many hitters that like to see this guy
The
on
center
mound.
fielder,
Got
number
him to miss
He has
the
13.
breaking
gone
ball
radio
there.
silent
Tyler
this
Flowers
whole season.
Acuna.
I'm letting that one fall.
widely, and they've
Junior.
got only one out left.
I don't want that to be the last out. That's so anticlimactic.
Anderson is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters. Usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot.
Struck him out, and it's over. They are World Series champions.
Nino just killed him. How big he is.
Wow! World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining.
No complaints here.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.
Okay. That's it. World Series champion, Tampa Bay Rays. to get that out. Okay. 12 in the team affinity, finishing with a record of 120 wins, 42 losses. Doesn't look like too crazy win streaks here. I mean, some solid win streaks, but nothing absurd. We finished 5th on the wheel. We did score 100 runs, 120 runs, and only gave up 17, which is actually surprising to me. But we scored 103 more than we gave up. So we went from the 11th ranked team to the 5th ranked team, 12th in contact, 5th in power, 2nd in pitching, and 2nd in defense, 6th in speed. Postseason averages of 370, team slugging over 1, on base percentage 395, team ERA 1.44. Player boosts went out to Brandon Lau, Charlie Morton, Yanni Chirinos, Randy Rosarena, Willie Adames. So 5 player boosts. Stats, pitchers, postseason. Diego Castillo pitched a third of an inning, so he faced one batter, and he struck him out. But that strikeout recorded him a hold. Pete Fairbanks pitched an inning and a third, walked nobody, struck out 4 across 2 appearances. He gave up 3 hits, 2 runs on 2 home runs, so a 13.50 ERA and a 2.25 WHIP. Aaron Loop recorded a win, pitched an inning and a third across 2 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 2. That's it. ERA 0, WHIP 0. Josh Fleming pitched an inning and 2/3 across 2 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 2. Recorded a hold, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 home runs for a 21.60 ERA and a WHIP of 3.0. John Curtis pitched 2 innings across 2 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 4. And that's it. ERA 0, WHIP 0. Nick Anderson pitched 2 innings across 2 appearances, recorded a save, walked nobody, struck out 5. And that's it. ERA 0, WHIP 0. Jose Alvarado pitched 4 innings across 4 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 7. Recording a hold, and that's it. No hits or runs or walks. ERA 0, WHIP 0. Yanni Chirinos out of the bullpen pitched 4 innings across 2 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 7. That's it. 1 hit by pitch. ERA 0, WHIP 0. Ryan Stanek recording a win out of the bullpen, pitched 4 2/3 innings across 3 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 9. Gave up a blown save, for that matter. Gave up 2 hits, a home run for a 1.93 ERA and a 0.43 WHIP. Charlie Morton in his 2 starts went 2-0, pitched 18 innings, 0 walks, 31 strikeouts. That's an average of just above 50, so that's 15.5 strikeouts per start. 2 games, both starts, like I said. Both quality starts, both complete games, both shutouts. 8 hits between the 2 games, no runs, so an ERA of 0 and a WHIP of 0.44. Blake Snell in his 3 starts went 2-0, pitched 19 innings, walked 1, 32 strikeouts. All 3 starts were quality starts. Gave up 15 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned, 1.42 ERA and a 0.84 WHIP. Tyler Glasnow in his 3 starts went 2-0, pitched 20 2/3 innings, walked 1, struck out 24. 2 of his starts were quality starts. Gave up 12 hits, 4 runs, 1 home run, 1.74 ERA, 0.63 WHIP. And Ryan Yarbrough in his 3 starts went 3-0. Pitched 21 innings, walked 1, struck out 23. All 3 of his starts were quality starts. He gave up 8 hits, 2 runs on 2 home runs for a 0.86 ERA and a 0.43 WHIP. On to the position players. Michael Perez didn't get an at-bat. Joey Wendell played 1 game. He had 4 at-bats. In his 4 at-bats, he had 2 hits, 500 average. One of those 2 hits was a dinger. So 1 home run, 1 RBI, 1 run scored. Everybody who got an at-bat had at least 1 home run. Hunter Renfroe in his only had 3 games, only had 14 at-bats, but he had 7 hits for a 500 average. Had 4 home runs, so more than half of his hits were home runs. 4 RBIs, 5 runs scored. So great there. Michael Brasso was unbelievable. He only played in 4 games. He only had 15 at-bats. So in 1 more at-bat than Hunter Renfroe, he had 3 more hits. So 10 hits for a 667 average. He had 1 more home run for 5 home runs, so half of his hits were home runs. 8 runs scored, 7 RBIs. OPS of 2.533. Michael Brasso was an animal in his short time. Kevin Kiermaier only played 7 games, only had 26 at-bats. In his 26 at-bats, he had 10 hits for a 385 average. Half of them were home runs, 5 home runs, 6 RBIs, 9 runs scored. OPS 1.523. Yandy Diaz, really kind of not bad at all. Even though he didn't really feel like he was there. 49 at-bats, he had 18 hits for a 367 average. 7 home runs, 9 RBIs, 12 runs scored, a stolen bag. OPS of 1.261. Willie Adames in his 47 at-bats had 12 hits for a 255 average, so a little low there, but 7 home runs, 11 RBIs, 9 runs scored. OPS above 1. Ji-Man Choi missed 2 games, those last 2 games. Right? I don't know. He only played in 9. No, because he did get to play in that game. So he played in 9 games, but he only had 33 at-bats, 12 hits for a 364 average, 7 home runs, 10 RBIs, 8 runs scored. OPS of 1.504. Austin Meadows in his 43 at-bats had 14 hits for a 326 average, 7 home runs, 12 RBIs, 11 runs scored. OPS above 1. Mike Zunino in his 47 at-bats had 14 hits for a 298 average, 8 home runs, 9 RBIs, 10 runs scored. For a while, he was only hitting home runs. OPS, like that's the thing, his average was under 300, but his OPS was still above 1. That's nice. Manuel Margot, who really quietly had an amazing postseason, 48 at-bats, 19 hits for a 396 average, 9 home runs, 12 RBIs, 13 runs scored, an OPS of 1.465. Randy Arozarena, sometimes art imitates life, life imitates art. In his 50 at-bats, he had 18 hits for a 360 average, 11 home runs, so actually one more than he had in real life this year. 17 RBIs, 14 runs scored, a 1.465 OPS, and then my postseason, World Series, and my regular season, all that, the MVP of this team, Brandon Lau, in his 48 at-bats, had 22 hits for a 458 average, 15 home runs, 21 RBIs, 19 runs scored, an OPS of 1.897, and a postseason WAR of 2.1 at second base. Let's take a look at the regular season numbers for these guys. Diego Castillo. Give me a second. Oh. There we go. I had to like stretch, get that yawn out. Okay, so Diego Castillo, 26 years old with B potential. He's up to 85 overall, so he's diamond, and he'll continue to progress. Great velo, break. He's good. He's a great bullpen arm. I just don't like using him because his motion takes forever when he's not in the stretch. His walks per 9 and his control are a little bit low, and his home runs per 9 could use a little bit of a boost, but overall he's still more than fine at 26 years old too. 39 appearances out of the bullpen this year. A win, a loss, 3 saves, a blown save, 24 holds, 41 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's technically listed as a closer. 57 strikeouts, a 1.73 ERA, and a 0.94 WHIP. Good for a 1.3 WAR. I could have swore he was on the Padres at one point, but I guess not. Maybe I just traded for him at one point. We got him for 3 more years of arbitration too, so he's going to be a force on this team. They're very team friendly for that matter, and he's ecstatic. Peter Fairbanks, 25 years old, B potential. Oh my God, his eyes are even freaky in the game. 76 overall, so he's silver. At 25 with B potential, I think he's got the chance of going gold. It's those middle numbers that need to go up. Walks, home runs, clutch, and control. Terrible year. Not a good year. 46 appearances, he went 2-1 with 2 blown saves and 4 holds. He pitched 42 innings, he gave up 41 hits and 21 earned runs. He struck out 61, but a 4.50 ERA and a 1.62 WHIP are not good. Worth a WAR of 0.2. We've got him for 4 more years, 3 of which were already paid for, and then 1 year of arbitration after that. He's happy. Aaron Loop, 32 years old. Feels like he's been around a lot longer than 8 years. B potential, 78 overall. He's silver. Maybe he can get gold one last time. He'll go gold, like top out right at 80, but he's got to do it now. He's 32, so he's going to start his decline soon. Good year for Aaron Loop, even though he didn't really play last year. 39 appearances, he went 2-1 with 2 saves, a blown save, and 10 holds. 34 innings pitched, struck out 42, 2.65 ERA, 1.18 WHIP. Those are fine numbers to have. Worth a 0.8 WAR, and that's the only year in his deal worth every penny of it. He's unhappy. He should be 80 overall, so he should be gold right now, but he hates his contract. Josh Fleming, feel bad for Josh Fleming. He was having a pretty solid outing this year, but You know, when Yanni Chirino's got the call-up time, it's like you gotta go. Yeah, I'm sorry, like you're the odd man out here. 23 years old, D potentially, 73 overall. He'll go silver, but that's it. Like he's not gonna progress all that much. But he wasn't bad. He was more than fine. 31 appearances altogether, 10 starts. He went 10 and 4. Did get 3 holds out of the pen. 133 in a third innings pitched. Struck out 113. A 2.70 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP are very good numbers. 5 quality starts and a complete game. 2.4 WAR. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with that. And we got him for 4 more years on a friendly deal. He's happy. John Curtis, 26 years old, B potential. He's up to 75 overall, so he's silver. And he's got a shot at going gold. A little bit of an outside chance, but not a good year for Curtis. 32 appearances, and this is his first real year. Before this, he had 18 appearances in his career. He had 32 this year. 3 wins, 4 losses, 4 blown saves, and 6 holds. 34 and 2/3 innings pitched. I mean, to this point, he had pitched, 14, 15, 17 and a third innings across 3 years, and he went 34 and 2/3 this year. Struck out 39, but a 4.41 ERA and a 1.53 WHIP. Again, not good. A WAR of 0. We got him for 4 more years, friendly deal. 3 years arbitration coming up. Yeah, he's happy though, so good for him. Now we go to the big guns here. Nick Anderson, 29 years old, A potential. So he's 92 overall. He's diamond. He's among the elite. He's going to be among the best. He's going to get top tier. I think he's got a chance to develop a little bit more. He's only 29. Everything's sitting in a great spot. Break, velo, control, clutch, hits, Ks per 9. Walks and home runs being his lowest thing, and even then those aren't in terrible spots. And actually the game wasn't too kind to him necessarily. Not a bad year though. But not a good year either for a guy who's supposed to be... Well, he's listed as a reliever, but I made him my closer. 47 appearances. He went 2 and 3 with 37 saves, 5 blown, 2 holds. 40 and 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 67. And he had a 3.79 ERA and a 1.04 WHIP. So the WHIP's in a good spot. The ERA wasn't. So when he's giving up hits, he gave up 33 hits. A lot of them seem to be run producing. 0.9 WAR. We've got him for 3 more years. So yeah, he's in a fine place and he's satisfied. So that's cool. Jose Alvarado is only 24 years old, B potential, and he's 80 overall. So he is gold already. He will go diamond for sure. Everything is already in a pretty good spot except for those walks per 9. But the velo and break are in great spots. Home runs, Ks, and hits per 9 are all in great spots. I could have swore he was, if it wasn't Diego Castillo, it was Jose Alvarado. Someone I could have swore was with the Rays or with the Padres at one point. Alvarado barely got fucking used, and I hate that. He had 10 appearances all year. 7 holds, 8 and a third innings pitched. He didn't even pitch 1 complete game. 4 hits, 1 run, 15 strikeouts though. 1.08 ERA and a 0.60 WHIP. That's what I mean about this game. Just doesn't like to use some certain people for some reason. 0.3 WAR. So that's the thing. I have an 80 overall, 24-year-old flamethrower. The game barely uses him. But a 76 overall, who's, not really got anything really special standing out, gets used 46 times. Aaron Loop gets used 39 times. I mean, Aaron Loop was fine. John Curtis, 26, 75 overall. Again, nothing really standing out here. Nothing above 80. 32 times. But Jose Alvarado, 10 times. 10. That's it. On to the starters, for the most part. I did see Ryan Stanek up there, though. Yanni Chirinos, 26 years old. B potential is up to 81 overall. He's gold. He'll go diamond. Everything's pretty good. Ks and home runs per 9 could use a little bit of an improvement, but he'll get there. And he had a great year. He got called up, so he's late to the start, but still, in 21 starts, he went 17-0. That's pretty unheard of. 161 innings pitched even. He struck out 166. 2.91 ERA, 0.91 WHIP. These are Cy Young numbers if he played the entire season. 14 quality starts, 5 complete games, 2 shutouts, 3.2 WAR. We've got him for 3 more years on arbitration, so he's satisfied, so are we. Ryan Stanek out of the bullpen. I traded for him. Brought him back from Miami. He went from Tampa to Miami, and then from Miami back to Tampa. 28 years old, B potential. He's 75 overall at silver. I don't know if he'll go gold, because his walks per 9 and his control and his homers per 9 are pretty low. Velo and break are in great spots. Hits and Ks per 9 are in pretty good ass spots. So we'll see. But he had a pretty good outing between here and Miami. 67 appearances, 8 wins, 5 losses, 4 blown saves, 6 holds, and 86 in the third innings pitched. He struck out 105. 3.34 ERA, 1.42 whip. So the whip's a little high. That's strange. .7 WAR. 2 more years on the deal, so he's worth it. He's satisfied, so are we. Charlie Morton, probably my best starting pitcher this year. 36 years old today, potentially. He's declining now, though, at 36. So he's down to 89 overall. So he's still diamond, though. And everything is still in good spots. He had a pretty good year. Not as good as last year, but a good year. 33 starts just like last year. 26-3, though, so look at him for the Cy Young. Jeez, I didn't realize he spent so much time with Pittsburgh. And he was with Atlanta. I remember that. He got drafted by Atlanta. Didn't realize he spent all this time in Pittsburgh. Really kind of floundering for that matter. 2013 was okay. He didn't really find his stride until 2018, though, which is crazy. Either way, 26-3, so that alone will probably put him in Cy Young contention. 240 in a third innings pitched, 294 strikeouts. That helps the Cy Young contention for sure. 3.30 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, both in fine places. 21 quality starts, 8 complete games, 4 shutouts, a 6.6 pitching WAR. And last year of his deal, worth every penny on that contract. He's ecstatic, so are we. I'm going to say Blake Snell for last, just because he's my highest overall. Tyler Glasnow. 26 years old, A potential. He's up to 87 overall. He's diamond. He will get into the 90s and be among the elite. Maybe not among the best. Like, he might not go high 90s, but he'll get into the 90s. Velo and break are all and Ks per 9 are all in good spots. He needs to work on his stamina, honestly. And then those middle numbers could be higher. So, and he didn't have a good year. He did not have a good year. 31 starts. He went 14-8. 200 and 1/3 innings pitched. He gave up 208 hits and 108 runs. 301 strikeouts is really fucking good, but a 4.40 ERA is not. 1.37 WHIP, not really good. 15 quality starts, a complete game shutout, a 4.7 pitching WAR. We went the Chris Archer route here. We'll strike you out a lot, or we'll give up a lot of runs. Worth every penny on his $2 million deal. We've got 2 more years arbitration before he's a free agent. He's satisfied, so are we. Ryan Yarbrough, 28 years old, B potential. He's up to 84 overall, so he's gold. He will go diamond for sure. Not to anything crazy diamond-wise, and his stats are all kind of okay, but not crazy good. The stamina needs to be worked on as well. He had not a bad year. Not necessarily great, but 33 starts, he went 21-7, 232 innings pitched, a lot of hits, a lot of runs, 245 strikeouts, 3.92 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. WHIP's fine. 20 quality starts, 4 complete games, 2 shutouts, pitching WAR 5.0. We've got him for 3 more years on arbitration, so that's nice. He's satisfied, so are we. And then Blake Snell, 27 years old, A potential, 95 overall. He is already diamond among the elite and starting to be and absolutely getting up to the among the best. He's a former Cy Young winner. He'll progress even further, which is the crazy part. Velo and break are good. Clutch is good. Ks per 9 are good. Hits per 9 are good. The rest needs to get bumped up, especially the stamina. He didn't have a good year. That's the crazy part. I was really expecting him to, and he did not. 34 starts to an 18-5, 216 innings pitched, 281 strikeouts, a 4.25 ERA, and a 1.43 WHIP. Those just aren't really good numbers. 18 quality starts, 3 complete games, 3 shutouts, a 4.1 WAR, especially for Blake Snell. Kind of disappointing. He's still worth the money in his contract, but and it's backloaded. We got him for 3 more years. Hopefully he will be probably worth it. As the years go on, he's happy. So that's nice. Okay, these guys. Position players. I can't stop yawning. Michael Perez. 27, C potential, 67 overall. Backup catcher to Mike Zunino. Not necessarily a bad fielding catcher. Decent arm. Oh my god. Hold on. I feel like I gotta lay down and stretch out after this to really get it. There. Nothing really special to him though. Like the ever slightest bit of contact against righties. That's about it. Only had 137 at bats, 36 games played. But I mean, even then, by his standard, this is a career year. 38 hits, 2 home runs, which I hit both of, 11 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, 277 average, 709 OPS. Good for WAR behind the dish, backup catcher 1.2, so that's cool and all. I guess he's worth the money because he can't really get much lower than that. Arbitration for 3 more years, he's happy, so that's cool. Joey Wendell, who I honestly thought was going to be better, like going in, like the second I saw his attributes, I'm like, oh no, he's not good. But for some reason, I remember him being better than this. He's a great fielder with some solid speed for sure. 29 years old, B potential. He's up to 77 overall, so he's silver. He's got a really small outside chance of going gold, but it's going to come down to his hitting progressing because his fielding and speed are carrying him right now. Contact against righties is fine, but the rest is not really there. So as a backup middle infielder mainly, he didn't get much playing time. 44 hits, and it helps. It doesn't help him because of being a backup player, but it helps my starters that I have got such like platoon options. Like Brasso, Diaz, and Chi-Man Choi all kind of move around a little bit depending on righty or lefty, stuff like that. Willie Adames doesn't get moved around position-wise, but he's got that flexibility. Brandon Lau as well. So 44 hits for Joey Wendell, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, 3 stolen bags, 235 average, 673 OPS. Pretty on par for Joey Wendell. .9 WAR, 2 more years arbitration. He's angry. Wants to be an everyday player making $2 million. So he should be gold overall already, but he's not. Hunter Renfroe, I feel kind of bad for. 28 years old, B potential. He's up to 82 overall, so he's gold, and he'll go diamond. He's an incredible fielder with great power, but that's it. Realistically, I probably should have put him in instead of Kiermaier since I'm looking at just stat pad hitting. But I like Kevin Kiermaier. Maybe if I do one more run with this team, I'll swap him. But his low contact really turned me off. His power against righties was initially 72 to start the year. That also kind of turned me off a little bit. Vision below 50, discipline below 60 to start the year. These things all improved. And the contact, like I said, the contact against righties was 35 and against lefties was 42. So it was a big turnoff. But he still had an incredible year. For a guy who platooned, he only played 89 games, 360 at-bats, still had 105 hits, 31 home runs, 84 RBIs, 292 average, 989 OPS. Good for a WAR of 2.5 still. So basically, if he played the full season, I would imagine he probably would have had close to 50 home runs, 120 or 30 RBIs, maybe 200 hits. His average probably would have been a little bit lower, for being honest, but he would have had an incredible year. Because if you look, his last full year in San Diego, he had 33 home runs. He just did that in a little over half that many games. In 80 less at bats. He had more hits than he's ever had in his career, more RBIs than he's ever had in his career, highest average ever. So, 3.3 million worth every penny, 2 more years arbitration. He's happy, and he was expecting the platoon, so that's kind of interesting to me. So that's cool. Mike Brasso, 26 years old, B potentially, 73 overall. So he'll go silver. His fielding's not really there. His speed's alright. He's more of a platoon guy. Like I said, his hitting against righties is not the worst, but it's mainly like if you put him in the lineup as a starter against lefties, and then they bring in a righty out of the bullpen at some point, like you can keep him in there. The hitting against lefties is stellar. Vision, discipline, and clutch are not in good spots though, but he's progressing. He can play the infield, first, second, third, short, so he's versatile a little bit. He had a great year. For a guy who only played 86 games, 326 at-bats, 113 hits, 22 home runs, 66 RBIs, 347 average. Oh, an OPS above 1 at 1.049. Good for a WAR, platooning at third of 4.0. Like, that's pretty good. That's really good. And we've got him for 4 more years, 3 of which are arbitration. He's happy, so are we. Kevin Kiermaier, 29. I feel like Kiermaier's been around for a long time. He's only 29. B potential, 84 overall, so Kiermaier's gold. He'll probably go diamond because his fielding is top tier among the elite. He's an elite top tier, like top 5 center fielder with really good speed for that matter. His hitting's not really there. Righties he can handle a little bit, but that's about it. Good plate discipline too. So if his hitting progresses a little bit more, he'll go diamond for a year or two. Career year though, like he had a great year. 104 hits, and he only played 111 games. 374 at bats. So 104 hits, 19 home runs, 63 RBIs, 10 stolen bags, so a double-double. 278 average, 905 OPS. Good for WAR of 5.5. So his highest WAR, I believe. And yeah, like I said, just a career year and overall a good year too. Like not like a crazy year, like but good. You know, for again like a guy who's bottom of the lineup or maybe hits leadoff because of his speed. Good numbers. Oh, I didn't check his contract. And he's worth every penny on his contract. We got him for 2 more years, so that's awesome. He's worth it all the way through, and he's satisfied. Although he wishes he wasn't platooning. Yandy Diaz, 28 years old, B potential. He's 80 overall, so he's gold. He might go diamond. He's versatile, can play first, second, third, left, center, right. Fielding's nothing too crazy, but his hitting improved. Good contact hitter, a little bit of power against lefties. Great plate vision and plate discipline. And a pretty good year. Again, he missed 31 games, 555 at bats though, 151 hits, 22 home runs, 85 RBIs, 272 average, 808 OPS. Shout out Kanye, 808 and heartbreaks. Good for a WAR 3.2. Worth every penny. 3 more years arbitration. Everyone's happy. Now we get to like the really good guys here when it comes to the offensive numbers. Willy Adames, 24 years old with A potential. He's 88 overall, so Willy Adames is now diamond, and he's going to continue to progress. He will crack into the 90s, probably go into like the high 90s too, for that matter. He's a great fielder with a 99 arm, some solid speed, and his hitting is getting up there now too. Great contact hitter, can hit righties for power, and he's starting to get power against lefties as well. It went up 9 this year. Plate vision is still not in a good spot, but it went up 10, so it's going to progress more. Great plate discipline. Clutch is starting to get a little bit up there. MVP year for Willy Adames. 170 hits, 48 home runs, 119 RBIs, 316 average, an OPS above 1 at 1.076. Good for a WAR at shortstop of 10.4. Unreal. Definitely an MVP year right there. And we've got him for 3 more years arbitration. He's going to be a free agent when he's 27. Like, he's going to get a big contract, and he's going to be worth every penny no matter how much he gets paid. He's satisfied, so he's going to be a force on this team for 3 more years. G-Man Choi, 28 years old. Only C potential, but he's up to 77 overall, so he's silver. I don't think he can progress to gold at C potential at 28. His fielding's not anything to brag about. Great plate discipline. Can hit righties. He's a platoon guy, though. And he's another guy where, like, you put him in as a starter against righties, and if they bring in a lefty out of the bullpen at some point, like, he's not going to be terrible. Like, he'll be fine. But he's not the best against lefties, obviously. But a career year, great year. Borderline MVP numbers. 134 hits. I mean, that's the thing. He missed, 52 games? He missed 52 games. 134 hits, 32 home runs, 96 RBIs, 321 average, 1.039 OPS. Good for a WAR 5.4. And he barely played for the Yankees. He played for the Yankees in 2017 for a minute. And he's worth every penny. 2 more years arbitration. He's satisfied. So that's cool. Austin Meadows, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed in. I was expecting a lot better from him because of how crazy he went off for me in my initial run with this team and how good he was last year when he progressed for me. Nothing crazy in the fielding department, a little bit of speed. Oh, sorry, he's 24 years old, A potential. 82 overall, so he's gold. He will 100% go diamond, and I wouldn't be surprised if he cracks into like the 90s, mid-90s, probably 95 or so. Can hit righties for sure, and can definitely handle his own against lefties for sure. Like I say, these guys are platoon guys that can kind of handle the side they're not good with. Meadows, you don't have to worry about platooning. He can hit both ways. Plate vision is getting up now. Vision or discipline and clutch are in great spots already. WAR mainly DHing at 4.8. So yeah, he had a great year still, but I was just expecting a little bit better, I suppose. We got him for 3 more years in arbitration, so that's cool. He's going to be a force on this team. Mike Zunino is interesting. I'm surprised. 29 years old, B potentially got up to 84 overall, so he's gold, and he's going to go diamond. He's a pretty damn good fielding catcher. He's gold fielding. His hitting isn't too crazy, except for the power. His contact, not really good. I mean, his contact against lefties was 28. It's up to 36 now, but his power is where it's at, especially against righties. So he's a power hitter, power hitting, good fielding catcher, but that's about it. Not good contact, not good speed, not good vision discipline or anything like that. But he had an incredible year still as a catcher. You know, like, this is top tier for catching, for offensive numbers. Definitely top 10. I'd even argue probably top 5. You know, you got like Real Muto, Haniger, not Haniger, Mitch Garver. I don't know where Haniger came from there. Oh, because Mitch Garver. So yeah, top 2. So Real Muto, Garver, uh, probably like probably Zunino then after that, and then like Salvador Perez, and maybe a guy like, depending on how he develops, Christian Vasquez, Jorge Alfaro. Posey's past his prime. I'm trying to think of catchers on teams. Will Smith, probably still developing a little bit, but Will Smith's probably up there, as much as I don't like him. Austin Nola, usually pretty good. I'm thinking of catchers still. Wilson Contreras, that's one. Contreras probably rounds out the top 5. Vasquez probably top 10 still, but Contreras rounds out the top 5. I don't know how I forgot about him. Yasmani Grandal too. I don't know if I forgot him. Either way, I didn't get to look at his numbers. 126 hits, 27 hits. Sorry, 34 home runs, 98 RBIs, 266 average. That's career. This is a career year for Zunino. 888 OPS, good for a WAR of 6.5. Last year of his deal, but he's worth every penny, and he's satisfied. I feel like Zunino's been around for a while. He's only played in Tampa for 2 years and then Seattle for the rest of his career, right? Yeah, wow. But that's cool. Manuel Margot was probably the biggest surprise for me this year. 25 years old, A potential. He's up to 88 overall. So he's diamond, and he's going to be among the elite. Like, he's going to be in the mid-90s for sure. Great fielder, good speed, and he's turning into a great hitter. Good vision, discipline, and clutch. Definitely a good hitter against righties. Great contact, good power, and he's starting to progress against lefties too. So he was a huge shocker to me, and an MVP candidate, I'd say. In his 600 at-bats, he had 198 hits, 37 home runs, 108 RBIs, 17 stolen bags, 330 average, 1.040 OPS. Oh, by the way, he's a good fielder. He's a great fielder. Good for a WAR of, going past it, 10.5. Unreal. And we got him for one more year of arbitration after this, so he's happy, so are we. He just doesn't like his contract. Randy Arozarena. Some dude named Randy. Some motherfucker named Randy. Went from nothing to something real quick this year. 24 years old. He's now got A potential. He's 92 overall, so he's diamond. He's already among the elite, and at 24 with A potential, he's going to develop to a 99 overall. Incredible speed, pretty good fielder, and he'll get better, and an incredible hitter. Amazing contact, good power going both ways, but especially against righties. And great progression, too. Vision, discipline are getting up there, +7 each. Clutch is all the way up already. And he's got an MVP campaign under his belt right here. 197 hits, 46 home runs, 139 RBIs, 340 average, 1.08 OPS. Good for a WAR of 10.4, so I got 3 guys with double-digit WAR. Worth every penny in his contract. We got him for 1 more year on this deal, and then 3 more years of arbitration after that. So he's going to be a force in this team for 4 more years. That's lovely. He's happy, so are we. And then Brandon Lau. If we're talking MVPs, we're talking Brandon Lau. 25 years old, A potential. He's 97 overall, so he's already diamond, not only among the elite, but among the best. He will get to 99 overall. He's a great fielder, a little tick of speed there. Good vision. Vision needs to get up, sorry, but great vision. Not vision, fuck. Great discipline, can't talk. Good clutch. Great power. His contact is getting up there, too. Just a great hitter overall. And definitely the MVP of this team, and if not, the AL. AL MVP might actually be a little bit out of his reach because of the fact that he missed 26 games. But 184 hits, 57 home runs, 144 RBIs, 337 average, 1.155 OPS. It's insane. Good for a WAR at second base of 10.3, so that's 4 guys with 10 WAR or higher. Worth every penny on his contract. You could combine all 5 of those years up into one contract. 6, 10. Yeah, you can give him, a $20 million 1-year contract. He'd still be worth it because that's what that equates to, right? 3, 6.5, 10.5, 15. Yeah, 20-year deal. So that'd be crazy. Ecstatic, love it, happy all around. So I'm going with Brandon Lau for MVP of postseason, World Series, probably the regular season too. Couple of Silver Sluggers, couple of Gold Gloves, maybe Kiermaier, for example. And then Cy Young might actually end up being Charlie Morton because there's 26 wins. But we'll see. And he might actually get MVP as well because of that, but we'll see. Oh, I didn't do my tally. I gotta do my tally still. So, postseason World Series MVP is actually Mike Brasso, 667 average, 3 home runs, 3 dingers. Whatever. Brandon Lau is postseason MVP. Arozarena wins the Silver Slugger. And that's it for the outfield, actually. Surprised Margot didn't get one. A little bit. Nah, I'm not surprised. Trout and Judge deserved him more. Adames gets it at shortstop. Well deserved. Nobody at third base. Makes sense. Lau finished second at second base. And that actually does kind of make sense. I think DJ LeMahieu might win MVP. 2 more home runs, 22 more RBIs, but Lau's got the average, so we'll see. But I don't hate LeMahieu winning the second base Silver Slugger. I think that makes sense. No one at first base. Zunino gets it at catcher. And yeah, I can kind of agree with that. The average difference between him and Garver kind of throws it off a little bit to me, but 8 more RBIs and 5 more home runs, I guess. I don't know. But either way, look at this. This matches the previous years. Like, Zunino won it this year, and he finished the first. Garver won it last year, and he finished second. Perez finished third, and he won it 2 years ago. DH, Meadows finished second. I'm fine with that. Stanton had 10 more home runs and 13 higher batting average, so that's fine. Gold Gloves, I'm not expecting anything crazy. Arozarena and Margot both finished second for center field. I think Arozarena probably would have won it for left field. No, actually, I guess Santander. It's fine. Adames finished third at short. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, Zunino finished third at catcher. Wow. Hank Aaron Award goes to Aaron Judge. Brandon Lau finished second. Yeah. Rookie of the Year, I didn't have one. Reliever of the Year, nope. Batting title goes to Aaron Judge. That's unrealistic as fuck. Cy Young goes to Charlie Morton. I think Shane Bieber gets robbed here. Sub 3 ERA and 300 strikeouts. I think he should have won it. I'm sure his whip was probably low too. Yeah, 1.08. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that my guy won it, but they overvalue the win category too much. Charlie Morton, 26 wins, gets it, and he gets the MVP. I think that's also bullshit. I think that's not nearly enough for an MVP campaign. I think Brandon Lau should have gotten second place over LeMahieu because of his average. There's only 2 less home runs. Yeah, 22 RBIs is a big difference, but when you look at the team, it kind of makes sense why Lau didn't have as many RBIs because a lot of other people were putting up those RBIs. But either way, it is what it is. I got 3 things I have to do left now. I got to go back into my March to October for a second. See how many home runs we hit in the postseason and the regular season. Start with the postseason. 1 for Wendell. 4 for Renfroe. 10 between Kiermaier and Brasso. 28 between Meadows, Choi, Adames, and Diaz. 8 for Zunino. 9 for Margot. 11 for Randy. 15 for Lau. That's one of my top ones right there. 86 home runs in the postseason. I have cracked triple digits once now, but 86 is definitely probably a top 5, if not a top 3 for me. Let's do regular season. Michael Perez, 2. Joey Wendell, 5. Hunter Renfroe, 31. Mike Brasso, 22. Kiermaier, 19. Yandy, 22. Adames, 48. G-Man, 32. Meadows, 41. Zunino, 34. Margot, 37. Arozarena, 46. Brandon Lau, 57. 396 home runs. It's actually, like, that breaks the record still by a lot. That breaks the record by 89. But I've cracked 400 a few times, so that's a little underwhelming, but whatever. What is the next team I'm doing? It is the White Sox, okay. So the White Sox are up next, then the Mets, Indians. So every team you see between these two slides I'm doing, except for the Astros. I have already done them back when they were down here still. So I'm going to skip over them for now. So I am into the top 10 rank-wise, and I'm into I was into the top final 10 for the Rays here. So the White Sox are next. That's going to be a fun one, I'm sure. They have a fun lineup. Team affinity for the Rays, where the season's over. Cool. Don't care. Never played Diamond Dynasty yet. Where's my Rays team affinity at now? Oop, that's the Yankees. Fuck them. 26%. That seems to be the common theme here for the most part. 78 affinity points. Means I got the Blake Snell face of the franchise. 4,000 stubs. The team affinity. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. My inventory. Open up any packs between the start and end of my Rays run. That's these two, these 6, this one, and I'm saving all these for the end. Oh, and this one. One bat slam. It's either going for distance, right-handed 2, follow me to victory, left-handed 2, another Dragon Slade, left-handed 1, or 360 bat flip, right-handed 2. I'm actually going to go with this one, in case I ever make my guy a lefty, if I use him. Okay, so I got an unlockable. Nice. Put the baby to bed. Swing and a drive. Buck Martinez is iconic home run call. And a troll nameplate. Okay. 6 affinity packs. Do my nice little new trick here. Where I just skip to the end. Darwinson Hernandez. Cool. Got a Red Sox. That looked like Shane Bieber for a second. Silver. Jeimer Candelario. A bunch of free agents. Kevin Plawecki, Red Sox. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why they brought him back, honestly. Because he was in the minors for the most part, I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know, either way. 2 regular packs. Last one. Got a gold unlockable there. Okay, I think it's time I've done something that I've been meaning to do. Depending. I'm gonna take a look. I'm shocked who I'm looking for. It's not on the first 3 pages. Wow, look at that Bogarts card. That's beautiful. There he is. I am getting this card. Without a doubt, period. I'm going to get this card. The question is, what inning program was he a part of? I want to say the 6th? 5th. So I have to get to here. So I need 300 stars. I'm at 147. I can get 45 more from that. That'll put me at 192. So I would still need 108 after that. Oops. Yeah, so I don't see myself getting that card. Oh, actually, no, I can get, no, I don't see myself getting that card the regular way. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get the Ortiz card now before that price goes higher. Part of me really wants this card, too. Just because Mookie Betts is my current favorite player. Ortiz being my favorite player of all time. Man, God, why do they undervalue Mookie's arm so much? Alright, so these are the 2 cards I'm going to be buying from the marketplace at some point. I'm going to get the Poppy card first. Once I get enough stubs, I'll get the Mookie card. Let's put the the Poppy card. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I got to take Ortiz out of here. Let's put like Correa there for a second. And put Ortiz here. Then put Freeman there. Well, actually, now that it frees up with that spot, Acuna's my pinch hitter against righties. Ozuna's against lefties. Gallo's my pinch hit all-around power. Turner's my pinch runner. So I can put like I want to put a catcher there, I think. Maybe Buster Posey. No, I already have Buster Posey, so I can't use him. All these face of the franchise cards. I guess Gary Sanchez will be my backup catcher. Because I ever need one for some reason. Otherwise, my highest overall card, I would just put Freddie there, I guess. There's no way in hell Gary Sanchez is faster than Freddie Freeman, even in June of 2017. With Poppy in the lineup now, I do have to move that, though, because he is an incredible card. I can't have him hitting 8th. Actually, I got to rework my lineup a fair amount here. Tatis is going to lead off, that's for sure. I don't have any better shortstop still, right? Yeah, I'm good with Tatis there. Good with Devers there. Soto's live series is actually better than his face of the franchise, at least hitting-wise. No one's going to replace those two anytime soon, I don't believe. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, okay, so this is my good squad here. So Tatis leads off, Sandberg second. Probably do Ortiz in that spot. Yeah, Poppy third. Reggie Jackson fourth. Oh, actually, maybe Poppy should bat fourth. No, Poppy will bat third. Jackson fourth. Soto fifth. Machado sixth. I'll do. I think I gotta do. I gotta swap those two. Probably these two. Let's do this. Let's do Canna, Posey, Machado. There with these guys on my bench. Fucking love that. Let me check my pitching really quick. I don't think there's anyone better than that. Didn't think so. Same with my bullpen. Didn't think so. Yeah, so we're up to a 95 overall team with a rating mod of 197. The Mookie card will eventually come through and probably replace Juan Soto. And then I'll maybe probably put Canna in left. I'll put Reggie Jackson in left, actually. Canna can stay in center, and then Mookie will take right. That's fan-fucking-tastic. You love to see it. Alright, I'm going to take a break. Maybe play some Apex. Definitely use the bathroom. I will start the White Sox at some point tonight for sure.